Hi, I'm Fran Tarkin. Are you having any fun today or yesterday? Are you having fun in your business, or you're grouchy, or you're disappointed, you don't think you're smart enough, or you think you're too smart? Well, today we're going to introduce you to two guys who have built a business. They got a brain, and I don't know what they're going to say to me, but we're going to let them talk about what they think. You know how you learn things? None of us have original thoughts. I don't have an original thought. We learn from what we hear, what we see, what we read. Think of that. And so I want to be sure, if I'm in business or want to build a business or want to make $1 million, I want to hear from other business people who are doing it to see how they think. When I played football, I didn't talk to the brain surgeons. I didn't talk to teachers. I talked to quarterbacks, old quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, peer quarterbacks. What did they think? How did they approach things? Man, did I learn. I learned from asking questions. If you're not asking questions every day, if you're not on the phone with people every day asking questions, not pontificating yourself, then you're not going to learn. You learn from asking questions. I got Sam and Charlie. That's Sam. That's Charlie.
That's Charlie.
And this is Sam.
I'm Sam.
And they've got a company called Goodwipes. But before we get there, tell me how you grew up, where you went to college.
Got it.
And when did you finally get the urge to want to be an entrepreneur?
Very cool. So from Tampa, Florida, moved to Tallahassee when I was 11, ended up going to school there. That's where I met Sam. And in college, I think I knew that that's when I really wanted to be an entrepreneur. Sam and I actually worked together. We did a lot of nightlife marketing and promotions.
Now, what's that mean? Nightlife marketing, what's that mean?
So we drove people to bars. And we would charge cover at the doors. We would get a percentage of that. We could get a percentage of bar sales.
Was that your first job?
That was not my first job. I worked in a retail store in college.
So you worked in college. You worked.
Always been working.
And so you learned from working.
Learned from working.
What did you learn?
You got to do the work to get what you want.
Absolutely. So I grew up in Winter Park, Florida. College was really where I found my entrepreneurial spirit. A lot of what Charlie was saying with throwing large events and charging cover in the nightlife industry, bartending.
But you were working outside of college.
Working outside of
college.
college.
When you going to class.
Going to class.
What did you learn from going to class?
I did learn quite a few things from my entrepreneurship classes.
You had entrepreneurship classes?
Yes, sir.
I didn't have those classes. See, I was taking reading, math, arithmetic, and botany, and algebra, and chemistry.
Foundations are important. I definitely agree. I got a lot of takeaways from my entrepreneurship classes.
Tell me one.
Cash is king, and that was in the introductory class, and it couldn't.
Did they tell you how to get cash?
Make sure you collect it.
But you got to do something before you collect it. I mean,
sell. You got
Did they
to
tell you
sell.
that in class?
You know what? They didn't. There was
They
really no harping on that.
There's no harping on. You know why? Professors at Harvard Business School, Stanford Business School, they don't have a class on selling.
Right.
Tell me about what you learned out of school.
The most I learned during school, while I was at school, was from the things that
you did outside.
That we did outside of school. Sales is king. Number one rule for sales for us is to get attention. Got to get the attention of our customers or people that we're trying to touch, so we can convert them to customers or sales.
So you got to talk to people.
Got to talk.
You got to knock on doors.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you. Listen to this. You ought to ask this every day. What is the most important thing that you do in business? Before you can do anything, what's the most important thing you've got to do?
Sell.
Sell.
Sell. Oh, I don't feel comfortable selling. You know, in order to get through in life, you got to do uncomfortable things, don't you? You know, when I played football, I didn't want to go out there and run 100-yard dashes in 100-degree temperature. I didn't want someone hitting on me every day who was 3 times the size of me. But I had to do that in order to be able to play. And the greatest lesson that you guys have realized, because you're not working for the Coca-Cola company, you're working for yourselves.
Right.
Who pays you? Your business pays you. Nobody else is going to pay you. The only thing, when you go out and start a business or you're in a business, the number one priority is you got to sell. Oh no, I got to have a business plan, got to have an HR plan, a philosophy plan, I need to know math, I need to find. No! if you don't know how to sell or not willing to go sell, don't even try. Right?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So you understand that.
Oh yeah.
So now, this is the first company you started, the Goodwipes? This is the first, or you had other entrepreneurial companies that you started and maybe didn't work out?
I would say this is our first company.
All right. Tell our people about Goodwipes. Tell me how that came about, the product. Now, the other thing that's just as important is, first of all, you got to have a product or service that people actually will use.
Oh yeah.
Then you have to be sure, right, that it's a value statement. It can be the right price. And have you been reading about Whole Foods lately? Their stock price is down 50% because they came with a notion, healthy products, gluten-free, all the stuff. But the prices are up here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So finally, even Costco and Sam's Club said, we like that idea. That's a good idea. People want to eat healthy. We're going to have the same healthy products they have but we're going to have Sam's Club and Costco prices.
Oh yeah.
So you got to have a product they want to use, but you can't fool them.
Got it.
You got to have good value, right?
Oh yeah.
Prices have got to be right.